Super Mario Odyssey is my favorite game of all time, so needless to say, I've put a lot of time into this game. Sometimes spent speedrunning, sometimes spent trick jumping, sometimes spent 100%ing the game, and sometimes just of me simply being bored and just messing around in the game. But I haven't done many challenge runs in this game, so today I will be answering the following question. Can you beat Super Mario Odyssey without touching red? I really enjoyed doing this challenge in Bowser's Fury, so I thought it would be fun to do it here as well. Here are the rules to this challenge. Rule 1, I may not touch red at any point. If I do touch red, I must either warp to a checkpoint or die. Rule 2, spawn points from cutscenes and animations that are just uncontrollable, and moons do not count since these would make the run either unfair or just impossible. Oh yeah, and by the way, I used a mobile app to define what counted as red, but what really helped me with this was my live chat that I was talking to on the live streams right here on this YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see these live streams in the future. I will also be showing clips from that live stream in this video. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this video. Starting off with the run, we go to get Cappy with no problems. However, for now, I will be unable to do Cappy bounces because Cappy is currently red. Yo, what's up, Sorcerer? How's it going? Okay, so, did I already cat bounce? I think I did. Whatever, I'm just gonna die. That's what I'm doing. But since I'm an idiot, I accidentally did a Cappy bounce literally immediately after getting Cappy. Next up we have this lever. I did attempt to avoid touching this lever with Cappy, but in the end my live chat decided that this counted as orange and not red, so I was safe. Next up we have this door to get into the frog room. Okay, this seems like a problem, but since I've started this challenge like multiple times, I know that it's fine. If you just throw Cappy, he just only hits the hat. It's hard to see there, but I've watched it multiple times before. He just only hits the hat, so we're good there. Anyways, the frog room has basically no red to begin with, so it wasn't any difference in this run. After opening yet another Cappy door to get into the boss fight area, the next point of interest was how I am able to collect checkpoints, which was another thing I already knew because of previous attempts at this challenge run. I can get the checkpoints if I just do like that, because he only hits the red in the animation, so it doesn't really count there. Next up was the topper boss fight to top off Cascade Kingdom. Unfortunately, the pun was intended, and he was still ridiculously easy, with the only red on him being a part of his hat that is near impossible to touch. Anyways, with this I finished Cascade Kingdom in 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and I moved on to Cascade Kingdom. And I immediately started off Cascade with another stupid mistake. Till next week, I'm not sure. But, yeah, Topper's always a joke. Getting past that rock was literally harder than Topper. Is that red? I mean, he was probably red there, so whatever. I'm just gonna jump off. I mean, we're right at the start of the kingdom, it doesn't really matter. But as soon as I started using my brain, our first power moon was no problem for me. Going up to the dinosaur in Cascade Kingdom, I actually bonked a few times. This is because I still couldn't do any Cappy bounces at this part of the run. Okay, well, we just I'd probably do Dino Skip. Just as long as there's nothing red in those rocks. Yeah, the low gravity, I mean, it made it kind of hard. It made mech really easy though. And then I continued to fail Dino Skip a few times immediately afterwards for the same reason. But I got the trick quickly enough. If you didn't know, Dino Skip is just a trick where you use the dinosaur to jump off a trampoline to go straight to the boss arena, skipping the 2D section. For Cascade's boss, Madame Brood, I just need to be careful because the Chain Chomp's hat as well as Madame Brood's dress is red. But just as long as I was careful and didn't do the fast strats, I was fine. And with that, I had multi-moon atop the falls and only needed one more moon to finish Cascade Kingdom. And this moon was very easy to collect. I just did a quick jump and was able to collect above a high cliff, With that, I had enough moons to leave, so I just threw Cappy on the globe and left Cascade in 10 minutes and 40 seconds. However, this was exciting for more than just the fact that I beat another kingdom, because now Cappy automatically changes to the captain's hat, which is white instead of red. This means that we can now do Cappy jumps, and just in time for the run to get interesting. This is Sand Kingdom. My Chad and I debated whether to count the sand as red or not, but in the end we decided that it was an orangish red. Therefore, I would have to avoid touching any sand in this kingdom. By the way, I need a whopping 16 moons to leave this kingdom. I had to do a jump onto a tiny icicle, but then I was able to get to the path to the town, where they gave the sand a bit more orangish color, which Chad and I decided that it was okay to touch. This clearly isn't red. Like, this is pretty reddish, but this isn't. This is like a light orange. Yeah. So, we're good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the checkpoint in town, but I was able to get a few moons while I was still here. I was able to get overlooking the desert town, then I tried to go into a sub-area for the ground pound moon. This is what happened. Oh, okay, well, yeah, that's definitely red. I was then able to warp back to the Odyssey and go fast enough to get bird traveling in the desert. I then went to the ruins and was luckily able to get the checkpoint. I was then able to jump onto an icicle to get on top of the stone archway. I proceeded to collect from a crate in the ruins, inside a block is a hard place, and on the leaning pillar without much trouble. And I also used an epic skip to collect the treasure of Jaxie ruins. Epic skip coming up. There we go. Got the sub area. Nice. So we hit that moon now. I then went to the tower to get the first story moon of the kingdom. Meanwhile, this happened when I was trying to skip the 2D section. What? Okay, I just had to move away, but like, what was that? Don't ask me how that happened. But anyways, I gave up and did the 2D section and collected the secret of the mural on the way. Then I got the story moon atop the highest tower. I proceeded to immediately jump back down and collect the on the lone pillar. I was then able to talk to the Sphinx by landing on a kindly placed platform above the sand. Some may argue it counts as touching red, but to me this doesn't look like Mario is touching any red, so I was able to easily get Sand Quiz, Wonderful, and Sphinx's treasure vault. Speaking of Sphinx's treasure vault, I was able to collect nearly 300 coins in this vault, which I would be able to get all the coins necessary to completing the run. I then went back to town because I thought I might be able to collect the shop and slots moons, but as it turns out both these areas are accessed by red doors, so I won't be able to get them from this run. However, while I was in town, I waited 20 minutes for the seed moon to finish growing. I don't think there's any sub areas I can go in, so like... Wait, did I just make the top? No, yeah, that works. And then, look, the seed grew. It's been 20 minutes. I'm so good at this game. I wonder if I could get the other seeds. I then went to Takadu to see if he could help me remember any more moons I could get, and this is what happened. The statue's tail, I don't even know what moon that is. Among the 5 cats. Yo, it's the Among Us moon. Yeah, I can't get any of those. I don't think. I wanted to see if I could get over the frozen lake area, and that's when I got an idea. That works. That works, doesn't it? Doesn't that technically work? Look, Mario isn't touching any of the red. Yo, it's Among Us and Mario Odyssey. I'm stupid. But, yeah, you get the point. But of course, before I really got to try the idea, I had to do something stupid. But as it turns out, there seems to be no way to get over there as far as I'm aware. Then I had an idea that I thought could potentially work. Let me try it. Okay, well that
didn't work, but I think it definitely is possible.
I failed, but then I took a more safe approach on the next attempt and I got it.
And then I might be able to just do that. Yeah, 'cause that didn't touch any red, I don't think.
Now this sub-area could only give me one of the 3 moons that I still needed, as the moon at the end of the sub-area was the moon I cheated with the epic bullet bill skip earlier. But before I did get that one moon, I obviously had to do something stupid first.
Oh, just touched it and blocked. Oh my god, okay.
Followed by me actually doing something stupid.
I don't know why. I can touch dice still, so, yeah, okay, I see how I do it. I'm really good at this game.
I collected Ice Cave treasure while also collecting another big stack of coins on the way. I then remembered that there was a Jaxie sub-area that I hadn't entered yet without any red. This sub-area could finally provide the 2 moons I needed to leave this kingdom, so I did just that. But of course, not before dying. Twice.
I'm just playing it safe, because I don't remember doing it. Yeah, getting past it will be really nice. Let me just try to dang it. I don't know why I did that.
I was then finally able to deposit all 16 of my moons in left sand in 36 minutes and 55 seconds. There really isn't much that can be said about Late Kingdom. The most notable thing is the fact that I can't capture the Cheep Cheeps because even then I can still collect the same moons as you do in the any % speedrun of the game. But I stupidly accidentally hit the flower. I finished Lake with a time of 41:32, but then it was time for what was possibly the hardest kingdom in the game. Entering Wooded, I didn't expect it to be too challenging. I thought maybe the mechanical parts would be considered red, but even if there were, it wouldn't be that bad. But boy was I wrong. But before all that, I collected hopping in the forest, rolling rock in the woods, shopping in Steam Gardens, and atop the tall tree. And by the way, it's possible to get atop the tall tree without an uproot, which is cool.
Also, I just want to do something. Normally you're supposed to get the uproot, but like, you can just skip this entire thing. And it's really easy also. Alright, there we go.
It was at this point when I realized how much of a problem this kingdom was going to be. Chad and I agreed that the mechanical area is red, so I went through the Sphinx path looking for potential moons to collect. And by the way, similar to Sand, this kingdom needed 16 moons to leave. I tried getting the moons in flooded pipes, but...
Never mind, okay.
I tried to get one of the nut moons using 2-player, but I couldn't get enough height. However, I was able to get that moon, tucked away inside the tunnel, by making a cool jump.
Oh, wait, I can just go over here, Alright, I should be able to get this nut moon then. There we go.
I was able to land on the green moss to pull the lever, but I struggled to get out of that tunnel area without hitting the roof.
There we go. And then I touched the roof though. Yeah, I touched the roof. Okay, that's bad.
However, I was able to get that second jump on the second attempt.
There we go. That wasn't hard.
I was then able to climb the cliff to get the nut without any problems. That concludes all the moons I was able to easily collect. However, I still haven't touched any of the moons in the deep woods yet, which is completely safe from any red. In the deep woods, I was able to collect past the peculiar pipes, glowing in the deep woods treasure trap, and after dying from the dinosaur surprisingly...
I think that's how oh my god, I just walked right up to that guy's face. Oh my gosh. That's not what I meant to do, but it worked, I guess.
I was very concerned that I might have to do the coin coffer moon that requires 500 coins to collect, but I decided that I wouldn't do that moon unless it was absolutely necessary to beat the kingdom. After this, I also collected beneath the roots of the moving tree. After this, I died trying to capture the dinosaur like an idiot.
Wait, this is... Oh, okay. How do you get that off? I forgot.
I then proceeded to get my final moons in the deep woods, rolling rock in the deep woods, and the hard rock in the deep woods. Back in the overworld, after more exploring to no success, I learned that I would have to get the first story moon to make any progress in the kingdom. However, the good news was that if I could get the first story moon, the kingdom would be 100% possible. This moon was a bit of a grind. Theoretically, it isn't too hard, with each individual section only taking a few tries to master, but here's the big problem. I can't collect any checkpoints in Wooded Kingdom. This means every single time I touch red and die, I start all the way over back at the Odyssey. This means I have to travel through half the kingdom without messing up a single time. Cue the montage. And there we go. After around 15 minutes of attempts, I was able to get the moon. And...
Hey. No!
Since I am me, I obviously had to make a mistake immediately after getting a hard moon. After this, I was able to get the nut at the dead end, and touch red immediately afterwards.
What, so I only need 2 more moons? Okay, whatever.
After that, I was able to use the skills I learned throughout this entire kingdom to get our final 2 moons, cracked nut on a crumbling tower, and... oh wait, I had a few failures because the tower was a little tricky.
Did I touch it? Okay, but I can't do that because I'm stupid. Okay, so let me just like leave the area and so I can die. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Okay, I touched it right there.
And then I finally got stretching your legs and was able to leave the kingdom. This was such a relief because this kingdom took almost an hour and got annoying at times. I left Wooded at 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 55 seconds and was headed to Cloud next. There's really nothing I could say about Cloud. It's the exact same as it would be in any other playthrough. I mean, the punching gloves on Bowser's hat are red, but you would have to go out of your way to touch those of Cappy. So just as long as you don't take any damage, you'll be fine. I left Cloud with a time of 1:28:55, and this was going to be my last kingdom of the first half of the game, Lost Kingdom. Lost Kingdom could've, should've, and would've been hard. This is because Chad and I decided that the ground in Lost qualifies as red. Not hard enough yet? Well, guess what? You're supposed to activate a cutscene where Klepto steals Cappy as like a mini boss fight thing, and I'd have to get through about a third of the kingdom without Cappy entirely. The thing is, both of these didn't end up being problems. For one, Klepto can just be entirely skipped with a few methods, the fastest one being impossible without touching red. But I was still able to use another method to do the skip. On top of that, there is a darker shade of ground that doesn't count as red, and most of the ground is covered by grass? So now it was time to do the kingdom. Oh, and one more thing, this kingdom only needed 10 moons instead of the 16 sand and wood it needed. I did Klepto skip and collected it on a tree in the swamp, and then killed myself for landing on a tree branch that wasn't even red.
There we go. So now I think this king. Okay, whatever. I messed up there. Whatever, not a big deal.
I don't know. At this point, I was hungry and tired. Give me a break. Anyways, I proceeded to do Klepto skip again and collected a propeller pillar secret and atop the propeller pillar. Oh, and by the way, on my way to get the ladder moon, somehow this happened.
Yeah, even though, like, you guys said the floor of this kingdom is red, which I'll do. What was that? Dude, I bonked and then I still landed on it because of the platform moving.
So, yeah, that happened. I'm not complaining. Anyways, I collected inside the rising stone pillar, wrecked rock block, below the cliff's edge, inside the stone cage, peeking out from under the bridge. Then I purposefully died because the last 2 moons I needed were higher in the kingdom. So I did Klepto skip one last time. My mic weirdly cut out. That's weird. Not sure why that happened. Anyways, as I was saying,
I could probably get this moon also, but I figured there's easier moves for me to get. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Okay.
it happened again? That's so strange. Anyways, I did Klepto skip one last time and collected on the mountain road and cave gardening, entered my moons into the Odyssey, and left Lost Kingdom with a time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 23 seconds. This was where I ended my first of 2 live streams in this run. If you made it this far, you've clearly enjoyed the video so far, so make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Oh wait, but before I ended my live stream, I made one more major discovery.
Oh wait a second. I just realized my shirt's red. Okay, yeah, bye everyone. So I'm gonna end this.
Anyways, a few days later, I started my stream, and I was ready to tackle the last 7 kingdoms necessary to beat the game. Firstly, for the day, we had Night Metro. Chat and I decided that the man-made platforms count as red, which at the time I thought would be just a minor setback. I was able to make it to the main line by doing the impossible jump in a slightly different way.
But, what if I just do this? Because there's kind of like some red there also, so I'm gonna try this. Alright, there we go. Easy enough.
I found myself in a bit of a sticky situation right away. I couldn't go to the left as you were intended to because that is all the man-made platform, and I couldn't use the skip used in the any % run because the thing you jump off of is also red.
But if not, then we're gonna have to be doing some parkour here. Can I just get over there? I think that's still the same shape. Oh, I can just go up here. This. Okay. I just got sniped.
While I was looking for a possible solution, the tank had the best snipe of its entire life. But jokes aside, I was able to find a solution pretty quickly.
I don't know, this is like one of the hardest kingdoms, or it might just be one of the hardest kingdoms just because it's hard to decide what doesn't count as red. In Day Metro, it's going to be a lot more obvious. Actually, it doesn't matter. I can jump up here, I think. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's skipped.
The rest of Night Metro is pretty similar to the any % route. I didn't attempt that moon because it would probably be too hard, and I got swaying in the breeze a little early just because I can. The interior should have been pretty easy, but I kept being stupid and hitting the exact same poster.
This area sucks in 90% run, but I just read. Okay. I hit the poster of Cappy on accident. I'll probably try to do the festival just for fun. I don't know. There are a few extra things I want to try past just the 90% run because I just think it'll be fun to try them. I did it again. Dang it. Yeah, that was disgusting. Imagine actually playing Luncheon Kingdom, like, you know, actually doing the story moves. Actually, I can't really say that. I actually did less story than oh my god, it's so bad. I keep forgetting about that poster.
Anyways, once I stopped being stupid, I collect City Hall Lost and Found, then I proceeded to do an epic skip.
Jump time? Oh my god, I barely made that, but yeah, we got it. That was red carpet, so I just jumped past it, and we're good.
Mecha Wiggler wasn't any harder in this challenge, but I did get a hitbox moment.
And then we go over here, I think. I don't think I can. It's literally like touching me.
Anyways, I was able to 2-cycle Mecha Wiggler.
Alright, there we go. Nice 2-cycle. Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to do the story moves in this kingdom, so why not? It would be cool if we could do the festival. Not sure if we can or not, but you know, it's worth a try.
And with this, I was able to easily collect New Dunk City's pest problem. In Day Metro, I had a terrible idea to go for the story moons so I could do the festival. I'll get more into that later, but for now, let's stick to getting enough moons to beat the kingdom. Remotely captured car was a fun one. I had to do the section without hitting the wall, which is challenging. I managed to get it on my second attempt though. Here's what it looked like.
There we go. Now I just gotta do it on an even tighter corner. There we go. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
After this, I was able to easily collect who piled the garbage on this, then did an epic jump to get bench friends.
You can do bench friends, let's go. That was actually really good. Okay.
I proceeded to collect drummer on board.
Oh. Yeah, I just turned that off real quick. Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. That was a spawn point, so if I can just do something like this. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be really hard.
After I killed myself, it spawned me back out of the city hall anyways, so I was fine. Then I did a few simple jumps to collect littering above the pool, left at the cafe, and trumpeter on board. I then got the other two musicians, guitarists on board and bassists on board. Most of the sewer area was also pretty easy, allowing me to collect sewer treasure. After this, I had to kill more of the piranha plants from the first story moon in Wooded Kingdom. However, these ones were a lot easier and only took 2 attempts since the ground isn't red.
Which is definitely partly red, so I'm gonna have to see if there is a part that I can hit to avoid it. Alright, there we go. We barely got that in time. Then I can just go over here. Nope. We got one. Okay. I barely missed that. There we go. We got that. I can get the moon, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hit the switch to activate the festival.
And with that, I was able to collect powering up the station. However, before I could attempt the festival, there was a red switch I had to hit. Luckily, chat and I agreed that the middle of the switch counted as orange, so I was able to hit the switch, and immediately following this was Pauline asking me if I wanted to participate in the festival or not. It was at this point that I should have said no and just collected 3 other moons to continue on to Snow and Seaside Kingdom, but being the idiot I am, I chose to participate in the festival. I think my live reaction to this was pretty funny.
I can get into here. Despite what it might seem like I can actually get into here, I just gotta do like... just go on here. There we go. I never touched it. Oh. Is it pink now? Or that's still like the same color, right? That's definitely gotta be red. So, yeah, did I just like soft lock myself?
So yeah, I was completely soft locked. I did have an idea to try to go through the painting in Sand Kingdom to access Metro, which would likely put me back in Day Metro, but to do this I would have to do the inverted pyramid. I was able to get the Shard Moon, which was very fun to collect, but since it's irrelevant to the run I won't be talking about it. However, if you do want to see everything that I don't mention in this video, make sure to check out the live streams as they're still public on this YouTube channel. But anyways, as it turns out, inverted pyramid was impossible without touching any red. I had just fully soft-locked myself and there would be no way to progress in the game. Or so it seems.
Alright, so we're in Metro now. You think there's no way to avoid this, right? Well, if I go into the system settings, and go into system, I think it's here. There we go. Let's go! Let's go. I'm not touching any red, I don't know what you're talking about. It's all gray. I'm so good at this game. Let's go. I somehow managed to avoid touching the red here. I'm so good. I do. If the heart will make it funnier. Oh wait, I just took damage when I was reading that, so yeah, that makes it even better. There we go, we got a bar, easy. Yeah, so we did the festival without touching any red.
In all seriousness, I decided to grab 3 pre-peace moons in Metro to make it fair, so I was able to easily grab How Did They Take Out the Trash, Dizzying Heights, and Pushing Through the Crowd.
Yo, you got the people that think Moo Moo Highway is S-tier moon. True.
With definitely doing Metro Kingdom completely legitimate, I was able to leave Metro Kingdom in 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 35 seconds. Snow Kingdom is nearly the exact same as normal. The only real difference is that there were 2 moons in the any percent route that I couldn't get, being the Shop Moon and the Story Moon in the Poison sub-area. Besides that, the kingdom is basically free. But after that we had the hardest kingdoms in the entire game. Oh wait, never mind, we're in Bowser's Kingdom now. In all seriousness, it isn't just Snow Kingdom that ended up being really easy. Seaside, Luncheon, and Ruined all ended up being really easy, so I'll show you guys the sped up montage of the kingdoms. Here's an epic skip in Luncheon.
Trying it again, because we're on stream. Full skip. Wait. Full skip. There we go. Full skip again. Dang it. I don't know how to do this one actually. Full skip. There we go. That's not that bad.
And here's a really impressive sliced video someone made of me dying to the Ruined Dragon.
Be careful here. I ever thought I'd say that about... I'm so good at this game.
I definitely didn't actually die to the Ruined Dragon. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, on to the next actually challenging kingdom, Bowser's Kingdom. The first notable thing is that I can't collect any checkpoints in Bowser's Kingdom since they have red flagpoles. I was able to collect Infiltrate Bowser's Castle without any problems. And keep in mind that even though the moons are red, I can still touch them as stated in the beginning of this video. But after this moon is when my stupid moments really started to kick in.
I did not expect that. Okay, I was trying to just ground pound on the ground and I just killed myself. I'm good at this game. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna die though because I did touch the moon thing.
After this, I was able to get a temporary break at being bad at the game. I collected Poking the Turret Wall, Smart Bombing, and from the side above the castle gate. Also, here's a cool jump I did.
Cool jump right here. There's the cool jump. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, hit that notification bell, comment what your favorite part of this video was.
I already had collected every single non-story moon required to beat the kingdom, so I just needed to collect the Brutal Moon and Mecha Brutal Multi-Moon now. Then my stupidity continued. Yay!
These or something. I know one of these is supposed to give a heart. Thank you. Wait, I can't touch the heart.
Once I beat the Brutals and got Big Brutal Battle, now it's time for the hardest part of this kingdom, this section. It requires me to make a precise jump with the Pokio, then stay on the small yellow edge for the entire section. This took a while. Cue the montage.
He does that. He always tries to... That was not my fault.
So I finally got it. And it's really funny to say this, but Mecha Brutal is actually the easy part of this segment. There's a bit of red on the bombs, but it's very easy to avoid. So let's see if I can do this Mecha Brutal fight well or if I'll fall off the mech.
There is some black or some red on the bottom. So, like, I'm not gonna really get touching there. And that will be like, you can do like this. Watch me mess this up again at the end and have to do this again. Hopefully not. But, yeah, I'll just stay on the next. I don't worry about this anymore. That was close again. I the camera like that. Why are you going over there? I'm hilarious. No, it wouldn't be hilarious. I wouldn't be so frustrated that happened. That actually took me a test to get to. Okay, just do your walking thing. Oh my. That's close. There we go, let's go. As long as it's a bigger, that's true.
So I was able to do mech nearly perfectly and without taking any damage, so I was finally able to collect Showdown at Bowser's Castle and move on from this kingdom. I left Bowser's Kingdom in 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 8 seconds and was headed to the last kingdom in the game, Moon Kingdom. Honestly, most of Moon Kingdom wasn't really a problem. I did a cool skip here.
Galaxy is the Galaxy games, but still has some of my favorite songs in the series. Can I do that skip? Let's go.
I tried Moon Cave instead of skipping it just for fun, but it was pretty easy, so I'm not going to talk about it. If you do want to watch it, once again you can check out the live streams. Now we have the only real red part of this kingdom, the red carpet. It does act as 2 separate spawn points, but it's still easy enough to jump away from the red and activate the Bowser fight. The Bowser fight was basically the exact same as Cloud Kingdom, and still wasn't a problem. And I'll let you watch my live reaction to Escape to add a bit of suspense.
Obviously spoilers if you haven't played the game before now, but I think everybody watching has, so not a problem. I can still just do that. There were enough of, but XD. Yeah, same thing was in Odyssey Kingdom. Because I think the Odyssey Kingdom game's actually good. It might seem weird, but you'll see when you get there. Yeah, Steve's no problem, so yeah. Okay, what do you think? There we go. Jump time. Oh, that's those games. I was not honest with I heard this in 20 seconds. It's a festival, but yeah, it's cool. Alright, here we go. Ready, guys? And time. There we go. Mario Odyssey without touching red in 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 47 seconds. So, yeah.
So yeah, we did it. With only one time of smartly changing my Switch to grayscale, I was able to beat Super Mario Odyssey. And that one time where you normally can't beat without touching red is completely optional. So yes, it is possible to beat Super Mario Odyssey without touching red. Before I go, I just want to thank everyone for how well the streams performed. It really tells me that you guys want to see more runs like this, which I will definitely be doing. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So yeah, bye guys.